Hello and welcome to PCB Chat, where we talk with experts across the printed circuit design, manufacturing, and electronic supply chain fields. I'm Mike Buetow, president of PCEA. When I first visited China in 2000, the major board fabricators there were multinationals from the US, Europe, Singapore, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. At the time, China was still insisting that MNCs partner with domestic firms, and the largest Chinese fabricator was under 100 million in annual revenue. Shenzhen Jove Enterprise, which entered the PCB industry just a few years later in 2004, brings us today's guest. Wang Lu is one of the three co-founders of Jove. In the 18 years since they opened their doors, they've built the company into an enterprise with 5 factories, 2,100 employees, and about $225 million in annual revenue. Lu, could you please give our listeners a short background on Jove?
Actually, Jove has 3 shareholders. Our first name, all the 3 person is Wang, W-A-N-G, Wang. We are not relative. We don't know each other before. The background of 3 person is teachers in the university before. We don't touch PCB. Occasionally, we start to work together to set up first the PCB factory in 2004. We are very small. We just have 20 staffs. Gradually, we grown up. In 2006, another factory in Songgang. 2015, we set up our 3rd factory in Heshan, Jiangmen City.
So Jove has 5 plants and more on the way, which I want to get to more of that in a moment. My understanding is that you produce some flex circuits, but your main niche is HDI and RF boards. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. We have 5 facilities. And the 5 facilities, they make different PCB. So our first factory in Shajing is quick turn PCB, high mix, low volume, and prototypes. Our Heshan plant make much high technology PCB like HDI, rigid flex, heavy copper thickness. Our 4th factory is substrate PCB factory. The 5th factory will start production at the end of this year from 1 stage to any layer, and also rigid flex PCB. Yes.
Right. And Jove can handle IMS of substrates as well at some of your plants.
Yes. Yeah. It's members.
Mm-hmm. Which end markets are you targeting?
We focus on the telecommunication, the communication, electric automotive business, and industry control, medical, and power supplier. Yes.
Which geographies are you currently doing well in, and where are you headed next? And I should add, obviously I know your North American sales director Cameron Burke, so I know you have the U.S. in your sights.
Actually, the roadmap of Jove is like this. We have a lot of foreign customers. At the beginning, 70% from abroad, especially Europe. We are very strong. And gradually, we do a lot of power supply PCB in China. So, and 50 and 50. And now it's 70 to 30. Abroad business decrease a little bit. So that's why we just try to enlarge the business of foreign countries and especially USA. We hope we can come to 70% business abroad and 30% domestic.
And Lu, you mentioned you've done a lot of international business. I think I heard you lived in California. Did you go to school there?
Yeah, because my daughter went to California to have her high school. So our whole family moved there for 2 years. But unfortunately, because of the COVID-19, yes, we come back to China. Yep. And that's why we have camera to work there to develop the business. Yes.
Yep, Cameron Burke, right. Lu, we are seeing many electronics manufacturers expand to Southeast nations outside of Taiwan and China, particularly Vietnam, Malaysia, and Thailand. What can you tell us about Jove's plans?
We have bought a land in Thailand in July this year, and we are going to set up our Thailand factory there. The total investment is $70 million US. We have 2 stages to set up the facilities. And one, hopefully we can start production at the end of next year. And this factory focuses on the high technology PCB. It can cover all the PCB.
My understanding is that you hope to reach 80 million in revenue by 2024 and 200 million in revenue at that factory by 2026. So, I mean, which is remarkable, right? Because, I mean, there are only 4 U.S. PCB fabricators that are over 100 million in the U.S. And if you want to go over 200 million, we have one, TTM. And so, I mean, I see that number and I say, wow, it feels ambitious. On the other hand, you know, since you do so much with automotive, I'm guessing that the automotive market in Thailand was one of the things that attracted you to that location.
No, not yet. Automotive, you know, in Thailand factory, in the traditional idea, the Thailand factory make automotive business is the price is competitive, mass production, mass volume. We are not. So we will continue the strategy in China. So why we set up factory in Thailand? And first, because the labor cost of Thailand is much lower than China, and also because the economic situation and political situation, to our customer, we just want them to have more options.
I see. Okay.
So high technology is our with our focus, yes.
And you've given the Thailand factory a little bit different name. You're not branding it as Jove.
The name is WTT. It's 3 Wangs. Wangs, W. T is Thailand.
Yep.
Another T is technology. That is Wangs Thailand Technology Electronic Corporation Limited.
Yep. Okay, so folks who are looking for Jove in Thailand should look for WTT Electronics Company Limited.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's different investment.
Finally, Lu, if you want listeners to know one thing about Jove, what would it be?
One thing about Jove, we just want to go to the continuous improvement. We just focus on the, different market segment. We just do what we think is suitable for Jove. Even we are in the public market in Shenzhen last year, we don't enlarge the capacity too much. We just try to be the highest technology PCB factory is our aim.
It's a good place to be.
Yes.
My guest today has been Wang Lu of Jove Enterprise. Shei Wang, and I hope you join us again on PCB Chat soon.
Yes, thank you.
For PCB Chat, this is Mike Buetow. Have a nice day.